Hello again. Um, yeah, the lunar eclipse, what the energy will be, what the purpose will be. Um, and here we're going to get some questions. I know you guys probably waited for this for a while. Kind of like have some two people coming up so far. But we're going to wait for a little bit with the questions when more and more people comes in this. Overall energy of this eclipse, that's going to be at 25 degrees of Scorpio, uh, and that is totally opposition of the 25 degrees and 18 minutes of the sun. As you see it here, this energy is going to be intense. It's going to be a lot going on, and this energy, it's gonna be looking with your past. It has a lot to do with your past. Okay, the moon is gonna move first into the north node. I mean the south node. I'm sorry, and it's gonna opposing uh, the north node, which is mean it's gonna trigger your past, your close past, your past within this lifetime. Maybe it's also going to trigger the past from past lives. Okay, something that you need to remember. Uh, Maybe a mistakes that you did, maybe a situations that you did, maybe of things that you did from before. Um, this energy, it's could be a very intense for you. If you have nothing to worry about it, if you've been done the things right through the lifetime or the situations that it's gotta be need to be looked at it, you will not feel intense. You will actually feel free. It's very important during this lunar eclipse to trust your feelings inside of you of the energy that you feel inside. Okay, if you feel guilt, if you feel sadness, if you feel anger, unhappiness, dive within. It's very good to dive within because diving from within, it's going to help you to dig the secrets from within the Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Hi, Katie. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Ray, thank you for coming in. Waiting for the rest of the guys to join this. Um, Dive in. Uh, you will learn something down in the bottom. When you get to the bottom of the things, you will learn to this past destiny you have that you need to work on. The moon is gonna move, and it's gonna go into this eclipse. Yesterday, I spoke to Nick about it, and he's like, it's kind of like a funny time, so because uh, where it's gonna be at its peak, it's gonna be at 11 o'clock, 11 minutes in the Midwest. Where it's going to be the most strongest um, eclipse. Kind of like funny why it's 11:11, and it's got its options in there for what 11:11 is for you. But since it's in a Scorpio, that is a your relationships about material things with others, mostly, but also your secrets within the relationships that you have, whatever the secrets are. During this moon into Scorpio, when it enters the south node, you may have a visions. You may have these deep feelings about someone or something, or repeating situation, and that's gonna comes out of the surface for you. Once you reach the bottom, it will comes out on the surface, because the bottom becomes the surface now for you. That's how it is, and that's why I'm telling you, it's crucial for you to take time to dive into this dark energy, but from within. Okay, don't dive and engage with energy, entities of others, and so on. Okay, it is about you. It's got nothing to do with other people. Okay, that energy here, as you see it on the screen. All right, it's going to be opposing, first of all, Mercury retrograde. That's kind of like block the energy of Mercury retrograde. It's like, listen, you need to stop acting right now, because I have a more important message than you do. So disable this energy. It's got opposition with the sun. That is your ego, your us, because the ego can tell you a lot of things. Okay, the ego can sabotage your life, but you have to be disengaged from pretty much anything, because during of this process, okay, you don't need your ego to go ahead and do its regular judgment things. It's like, well, blah 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 blah, that was the situation, well, blah blah blah, that was the thing. No, the moon, it's gonna be blocked. That energy is gonna say, like, not now. There is important message, not now. Okay, also, because this is gonna be an opposition with the north node, it's gonna tell, like, don't look at the future. You screw up something in the past. You've done something in the past. Something happened in the past. Something that you haven't got in the past. Okay, whatever that is, whatever the situation is, maybe some of you is going to go back to your childhood. Maybe some of you is going to go back into this first 7 years of your life, where you learned the proper basis. If you don't have the proper basis, you did something. That is it right now. There is a lot of energy is going to be present of this lunar eclipse. A lot. And be patient with yourself. Okay, be patient. It's right now, it's a Sunday. For those who are in the United States, I mean, take time and patience with yourself uh, for this. I know for some of you, like the people from India, that's going to be on Monday, and you have to go to work. If you can kind of like stay, if you energy is so powerful and aggravated or something, stay home. Okay, just stay home and do this, because this is energy comes in for you to fix your life, not you to screw up your life, you to fix your life. Okay, it's also is going to be squaring towards it's going to be opposing Uranus. It's going to be kind of like universe, not now. It's got to have this isolation, it's got to have this thing. So to look deep, look deep, look places that you haven't looked before. You may be looking at the situations within the other people, but guess what? You forgot to look at the situation in you. And that's why this lunar eclipse, it's powerful. At the same thing, it's magical. Okay, it is magical because it gives you a very good part of transformation. Um, as I said at the astrology report, there's going to be some this T square. Let me write it down a little bit so you can see it, what that is. Energy. It's this right here with Saturn. Okay, which is squares the North Node and the Sun. During these T squares, especially with the nodes, that has been going on for a while. But now we have this intense energy of the moon there. Plus, it's a full moon. Okay, we have this intense energy. Something that you haven't paid attention. Now it's time to pay attention for it. Something that you maybe haven't seen through your life or haven't worked on through your life, something that you kept hidden even from your own self, like you don't see it's your own fault. Now you are going to see it because you want to be happy, you want to live life better and happy life. You want to take these parts out of you, wherever your situation is, could be family, friends, business, all spheres of life. Okay, and that energy of the T squares, it's we calling it the T square because right in here, this angles, okay, also 90 degree, but also this angle right here, it's also 90 degree, and during this 90 degrees, the energy is going to be very, very much like a blockage. It is blocking everything that you knew. Okay. So you can see, you only have to see to understand. Um, as you see it here, though, the moon. Okay, let me just get this off the screen. You're not going to be able to see it. All right. I was talking to you about the wings, and the angel wings are yours. The questions: are you going to take the flight of transforming? It's right in here. This energy is going to be very strong. First of all, the sextile with Pluto. As you know, Pluto, it's very comfortable right now in this retrograde mode. That's why he returns you to the past. And he's like, look to transform. I am giving you the secret message for you to transform. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Ray. And also, Pluto has a sextile with, as you see it here, with the Mars and Neptune. This energy here with Mars and Neptune is to clear vision. As you see it, the energy is concentrated right in here. Mars and Neptune, they have they both created the aspects with Pluto. They also have an aspect with the North Node and the Sun, also with the Moon, and also they have this energy of clear the confusion that's been going on for a while. And that's why everything else is shut off, but you have to go with your warrior from within to look from within yourself, the warrior who you are, the person that you are. And this coming in from that Mars is going to be have the sextile towards the Sun and the North Node. The Moon, it's blocking them, blocking your egoistic part, but your soul will see it. And that is the beauty of this energy, this dark energy that you're going to be dived in. Kind of like the darkness help you to, hey, clear your stuff out. All right. And this energy is going to be very, very powerful because the warrior wants to change. Don't forget, Mars is in Pisces. That is a where you clear the confusions with confusions. You're confused of what's going on, what you knew, and what you didn't knew. Now it's revealed to you what you need to know because Mars is going to move into Aries. It's going to be a new cycle. You have to do this self reconfusing yourself with the things that you need to know again. And if you follow the astrology report that was for the new week, um, this will be the moments of you want to grow and take that energy so you can shift forward. You will shift forward because the moon is going to come in and triggers everything for that growth. It's going to come in. Now, what's the important, another important part that was mentioned before, but during the eclipse, Venus in Aries has no aspect. The feminine side has no involvement in this. It's all masculine energy for you to gain the strength to do what you have to do. Only the bravest warriors dive from within themselves to fight themselves. And that's why this energy of Venus is disabled. That's like, can it be more soft with me? Can it be like this? No, you have to heal your feminine side. Okay, heal it. Chiron is there. It's like, listen, leave that feminine side the wayside right now. Just put it on the side. It's time for you to be 100% masculine. That is important for your life. That is important for you to change. That is important for your future growth. Okay? That's what this is. But you have to look deep. You have to dive from within. Jupiter is also here. And as you see it, there is trine and the sextile after that. So the energy of the eclipse, okay, this energy is going to come down to Mars, Neptune, and Jupiter, and it's going to be empower what? Mercury retrograde. It's going to empower the sun. It's going to empower your your north node, your destiny that you need to do. Okay, what the moon it's opposing, but after you see what it's in the darkness. If you guys kind of like have some questions, you can begin with them. Um, I hope this kind of like information is going to help you out. Another point is all about transformation. Pluto in Capricorn. As you see it, he's got a no negative aspect. So everything, all the energy that Pluto's giving you with that secret things you see, they are going to comes in and power that up. The energy is coming from the moon, and it's empowering Mercury retrograde in the sun, and it's empowering Mars and Neptune. Very beautiful, very strong power. Be your own hero. Okay, be your own hero. Very powerful energy. Be your own hero for yourself, not for somebody else. Please, no nasty grams towards others, no energy sent out to others, and please stay away from judging others during this period. All right, stay away from it. Stay away. So now I can take some couple of questions on this. And I want to apologize, but I hadn't added this to the astrology report because so far this is like almost 20 minutes extra for. If you guys have so many questions. Um, just missed it. Damn. Amy, if you have like a question for it, I can kind of like a pretty quick give you kind of like a heads up. Basically, what this is, it's that eclipse will block Mercury retrograde, the Sun, the North Node, and Uranus, so they will not have an effect of what you see. You have to uh, dive deep from within to see your own darkness. There's going to be a powerful energy going to Mars and Neptune and Jupiter, so you can be the warrior within to transform yourself. And Pluto is going to enable a lot of energy towards the Sun, the North Node, um, to Mercury, the Sun, and the North Node a little bit, so you can be doing these transformations. So that's kind of like give you like 2 minutes heads up for ray of light. Probably not a good time. Tend to connect to my twin. Ray, you may feel connection to your twin and an energy level, so you can be able to see if something happened in the past. Very powerful moments of this. It's going to be kind of like a revelation time for you. But this revelation time, okay, uh, learn from it, and please stay neutral. That's why the moon, it's blocking Mercury retrograde, the Sun, the North Node, and Uranus. It's like no side effects to affect this. Only the planets that will affect you to help you to go down to the bottom of the things that you need to resurface. When you hit bottom, remember, when you hit the bottom, that bottom becomes the surface. Not like when you are top of the surface and you don't see what is down in the bottom. Okay, that's what the beauty of diving from within in the deep, go into the deep. Okay, or that song "Rolling to the Deep" of Adele. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yes, that was a very good question, Ray. Thank Chrissy. It was good. Thank you for being here. Josh, so if your twin is a stranger and I haven't met yet, it's a sign to look out for. No, don't start anything new during Mercury retrograde, not even now during the eclipse. The eclipse, it's more about you, especially when the eclipse is close to the south node, to your past. Maybe you don't meet your twin flame yet because something you did to your twin flame in the past. Now you have to change the perception, Josh, for it. So please stay away during this period of begin something new, because you are halfway blindfolded. You are blindfolded from the Mercury retrograde. You are blindfolded from the Sun. You are blindfolded at your current karma, and you are blindfolded from Uranus. It's like, as you see it here, um, as you see here, there is one negative aspect only from Uranus and Taurus. Nothing else. During the eclipse. Why? Why is that? Because it's about you, not what universe has to give you or what the universe or God has to create for you. No, it is about that something within you. You are self-sabotaging yourself. There is something from within. You have to dive deep, go deep, and stop sabotaging yourself. Something you do is not right. And that's what this energy comes in for. Okay, yes, past lifetime, because this eclipse is about the past lifetime. I mean, If you go out and look at other people, what are they talking about? It is that eclipse. It has a lot to do with the north node, with the south node, with your past, but it's opposing the current one. So if you want to do something with the current one, then you have to go dive in the past, and saying it's going to be a lunar eclipse. You ain't going to be able to see the light of the moon. You dive into your own darkness, to your own emotions. The moon, it's your emotions, but it's also your dark vibrations within you. Okay, so that's what the thing will be. Amy Howell. Damn, so expected karmic things for people probably from the past that a Scorpio tend to brought it to the surface now. If you have things in Scorpio, I would suggest you to look at the aspects of this Scorpio. If you need some help, I'm here. If you need a astrology reading or you need anything that you're willing to do, will be happening in my sixth house. I think, Amy, if it's in a sixth house, it has something to do by look in the darkness of other people and heal it. You maybe work some kind of job or you have a gifts. They are with healing the dark of the other people. But also take a look before you heal others. What is your darkness? Maybe this personally to you, maybe this is going to help you to grow of what you sabotaging yourself of not helping more people. Um, Take a look at your chart. If you know your chart, since like you say it's in the sixth house, take a look in there. Look at it, what its the aspects are. Okay. Don't know where is your. I have a Chiron in Scorpio, opposing Moon. There is a Pluto Sag, so that makes sense. Oh, here we go. Chiron is there in a Scorpio. I mean, yeah, the wounded healer in the dark into the underworld. So yeah. Hey Casey, how are you? Thank you for joining in. Um, and that Pluto in Sag is actually helping you to uh, express this darkness. Maybe you're a psychic reader or you're a Reiki master, or something has to do with able to see these things. Ray of light, Sun in Scorpio on the 7th. I need to drive into my relationship with self and how this transfer in relationships with others. The 7th house, Scorpio. You need to stop. Probably for you, Ray, that could be if you have the 7th house, Scorpio. You're bringing this underworld into your relationships. Maybe some of the relationship is because you were not opened 100%. Maybe you did not did something 100%. Maybe you kept secrets. Maybe you kept unspoken things. Maybe you lacking something in there that prevents you to be happy. Dive within. What else you have in the 7th house is also interesting, but also Scorpio, the 7th house, that's going to be a contracts. Maybe you will suffer from a contracts or relationships that they've been not honest, they've been dishonest. Will you sometimes be a dishonest person? Look that from within, right? All right. I mean, I don't know your chart. Casey, sorry, I just got what the part of our chart is important to look to the eclipse. What should I work on today? Casey, run down pretty quick for you. It is about the past. Okay. That's the chart. I will suggest you to go back and look the video after we finish with the questions here, but I will run you a pretty quick rundown for it. Um, The moon in Scorpio is going to pass by the by the south node. That's a review something in your past, maybe a recent past or this lifetime, okay, and or past life, something that you've been liking to understand, comprehend, and everything. The moon is going to block in Mercury retrograde, the sun, the North Node, and Uranus, so they will not have effect of you to look of these energies. It is about you to go dive within. So when you go down to the deep root cause of the issues that's going to be revealed to you, that is going to be happening is the thing's going to be resurfaced. You're going to be able to see your dark situations. Saturn is not going to allow you to get away with it. Okay, if you kind of like one of these people that tries to get away with it, Saturn it's here and Aquarius. It's like no, 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 no. There's like it or not, I'll come and get you some knowledge that you need. Okay, Pluto is going to be like giving you support for transformation, transform from within. And here, Mars and Neptune, they're going to be the strongest energy there together with Jupiter. It is about the warrior from within. Venus and Chiron is going to be together, which is your feminine side is going to be taken out of the equation. It is about fight. You to have this warrior fight from within, you to transform yourself by understanding what did you the heck you are sabotaging yourself you did in a past life or recent past or whatever it is, and that's going to come out at the surface. Okay, Josh, I'm still need to understanding the ninth house. You need to look at it and into the ninth house. That is about friendships. What are you liking there within the friendships? Maybe uh, um, maybe friends walking away from you, maybe you're doing something in the friendship that it's too much, or maybe you have a secret that doesn't want to come out within your friendship, since that is a Scorpio in there. Okay, Amy will send a donation for personal reading for more insights into myself. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. You can do this on a Facebook. You can contact me, and we go from there. Okay. Sounds like you know your stuff. Yeah, I had to learn it. It was a I learned astrology 20 some years ago, and I study from very good teacher. I had a very good teacher. But when I got married, kind of like all this was just for me, for my own information, for the family information or close friends. I was not doing anything with it. But since I woke up as a twin flame, and that thing just blew to whole another level, I begin to understand astropsychology with gravitational effects over the humans. It's like my friend, she doesn't do anything. She's a professional astrologer, and she's like the other astrologer that why just not begin to write a book because information is oh great. But I'm waiting for all this to goes away and be fixed because um, it's stopping me. I have to get into situations and stuff and so on, and I will need some help. So because my writing skills and grammar skills are poor. I'm not making excuses, but it's been like this. I meant for this eclipse that the Scorpio triggers that. The Scorpio Josh was will trigger the things in you. Depends of your aspects. I know I have your chart. I have to look at it if you want to like pretty quick for like 5 minutes rundown with you. After finish this video, can do it for you. But Casey, for you, Take a look inside of it on your Scorpio side. What do you have? What is that triggers in you? Okay. Um, and these things can be kind of like help you. Whatever the issue that you have, the deepest issue that you're gonna be look for it, and the deepest issue that why, for example, one of the deepest issue is like why I always act badly on a certain way. You, not the people. You. And when you dive from within, uh, dive with honesty, with truth to yourself, dive with this warrior personality that wants to transform. That's what Mars and Neptune are together exactly on that specific time. Okay, everything that goes into the planets and comes in like this, there is a specific gravitational field. That gravitational field, it's magnetic field. Okay, some planets they have a pull, some planets they have a push. Okay, but we are living on Earth in the solar system, and that's how this um, gravitational pull push it's got effects on us. And that's what I do. I read that field and apply to you guys so you guys can have a better understanding of what's going on. Some of the people you can tell them, you can talk to them. A lot of the twin flames, they really understand this because they working with the magnetic fields and they work with the energy, which is that's what this magnetic field creates. Creates that environment of energy. Okay, and that's what affects everybody one way or another. And every planet has its own archetype inside of you. Saturn is the teacher, Mars is the warrior. Okay, Venus is the love. The moon represents the mother and your emotions. Okay, the sun represents you and your ego, how big it is. Okay, Mercury represents what you do with your hands and your voice, how you're expressing yourself. What are you telling yourself? Okay, are you telling the self the things that your ego wants, or you see true? All right, Uranus represents the energy from the universe. He is the one, this planet of uh, sudden changes. Something comes up and you're, boom, you change because what? Something new came in. That's what this energy of Uranus is. Uranus is the innovator. You sit over there, I can't find the exit of this situation. I can't fix this. I can't fix that. And you're like, you're sitting there, and all of a sudden, the energy of Uranus comes in and lights up the bulb. Uranus, it's representing the innovations, the innovators. It's powerful energy, but also Uranus is, if you look at it the way we are, Uranus is that magical power of we to take the new road, the new leap of faith. He gives that energy of boost. It's like trust the universe, trust God. That's who he is. Okay. Astrology is like the gateway to heaven. Astrology, it is a gateway. The question is what we are going to do in that gateway. Um, the astrology first began back in Sumeria. And back in Sumeria, they had, it's about disc like this, okay? And that disc, they were looking the stars. And since that was a clay, they would use a little piece of stick, a wood or a stone, and they will draw on it. And then when the stars shifting, or they look at it and they draw it again. That's how the astrology began. All right. This is how the astrology began. You know what? I can just show you one of this Sumerian desk. Give me a second. I will pull it up for you. This is not a something that so here is. That's for you. You can see it. Whatever you see at the chart that it's behind this. Uh, okay, here. That's what looks like. Okay, and this is to what we evolve. But they knew the aspects. They knew the effects. They look at the stars, and they knew what they were doing long before. We're talking about this astrology that we know today, because they knew it's important. And this is what they say, we need to respect our past here. Since we are talking about the past, you need to respect your past, because your past determines to the future. You got no respect towards the past, you will damage everything that the past has brought it as evolution till this point of time. And a lot of the cultures, a lot of the things, they were destroyed, even if it's written in the stone. Okay, but the reasons they begin to look at this, it is because your destiny is written in the stars. You hear that, but that's what the astrology is. That's what this does to you, and that's what astrology is fascinating. I mean, there is a lot of astrology. You can predict about astrology, which is 90% are interesting. There is a medical astrology. There is a political astrology. Okay, there is a esoteric astrology. There is an astropsychology. Okay, I mean, name that. All right, you can't be kind of like within everything. There is a karmic astrology. All right, but there is also a vibrational astrology, and that's what reads like the weather report, reads the magnetic field and give it to you. It's not collected to a certain zodiac sign. It's about collective for us, and that's what I do. Some of you had a astrology reading with me. They see I read their magnetic pole and I tell them what's going on, and the guys, it's like, yeah, I was like, amazing is this, but that's how that goes. Okay, guys. You guys have so many more questions? I will be taking a few. Ishtar, goddess Venus, came from Sumerian times. Venus as a sign, it's coming from so many things. But why the love? Okay, let's go back to this astrology thing. Um, that is something I want to tell you. Okay, take a look at Venus and Chiron. Okay, and I'm going to draw you an ink. And now I want to kind of like teach you a little bit esoterica here. Uh, through all the Egyptian scrolls, you see that someone holds the key, the ankh, but that is the key of love. Love heals everything. Love changed everything. Love is the driven force within the universe. Love creates, love heals, helps. Love is the existence of everything. But what is love? And how do we get there? Love is when you become 100% love. You will understand it more and more. But now, in this time of the astrology report, is right here. You see it right here on the astrology chart that as of this darkness we dived in, okay? Venus is with Chiron, with the key right in here. Have no aspects, stays neutral. Why? Because it has something to do with you not loving yourself. You have to understand why you don't love yourself, what part of yourself you don't love. What is the dark in you? Chiron, the wounded healer. Are you the wounded healer? See, these configurations in the skies, they have so many things, so many deep meanings. And that's what I do this charts, okay? And that's how the things are different. Katie, do you work with human designs charts at all? I have the app. I know if you're probably friends with her, Petya and Andrea, they're twin flames. They work with the human design charts. Uh, and I work with those charts to a certain level, but the software that I use, okay, it allows me to getting more extra information as far as an astrology, and that's what this is. Okay, human design helps in a lot of things, but understanding yourself as a magnetic field, which is that's what I do in astrology, is way. It's the missing point of the human design. Let me put it that way. A few words. Um, okay. Do you think ETs played their part sharing uh, astrology of these ancients of art? Do you think the ETs? I here's the thing of what I believe and what I not, but to me, there has been an interference of creations of the humans. Until today, they still have a missing link between the monkey and the human. Also, there is a big secret about the people with negative blood type. They still haven't, still they still scratching their heads that something's not right in there. There is a lot of things are unexplained yet. And what I mean by a lot of things are unexplained, it's that how come they knew about the existence of a planet when there cannot be seen with naked eye. So if I have to say yes, then it's yes. That's how it is. It can't be something for nothing all of a sudden. Um, delving into my Pleiadian aspects, we are very, very vested in humanity. Humanity, I won't go there, Josh. No, just I think that 95% of the population on Earth, they have to go back to their rebirth and learn the first 7 years of proper human behavior, basic things. Okay, if you ask me the way I see the toxicity in the United States and the country I went through it, and even here, there I'm right now, it's just, I mean, I see the younger generations, they think like it's so cool when you are nasty or you're talking bad words and you are having this mad face and you're like, you tell people, good morning, how are you? And they are just like, come on, what kind of humanity we're talking about here? You know, take a look around yourself, what you're surrounded with it, and then you'll design things. Uh, Katie, human design has helped me learn about and expert the quality of myself as something becomes determined too. Yes, human design helps. I didn't say it didn't. I say that what lacks into the human design, it's this vibes from within that you are born at. You find the answer of why you are born at this particular time and space. Why did you choose to carry this basic energy field from within during your birth? Why? I mean, back in the days, the astrologers, when a baby is born, 40 days after it's born, they make an astrology chart and they see, oh, well, this person is going to be good to this and this. And maybe, when a time comes in, you should be enforced in this and this. And that's how it was in Egypt. Egypt, they understood who what's for. So it has been a thanks, but the ego's got a lot of involvement in throughout the history of destruction, and the ego has been destroyed. Very powerful things, like the Library of Alexandria. There has been a lot of monuments who's been written on to have information that's been destroyed in a past maybe 15, 20 years. You have no idea how many um, you know old Sumerian or old cultures has been destroyed throughout the wars everywhere. I mean, you go from Algiers, from and all the way to Yemen and so on, and now with the destructions that goes on into Ukraine, that's affecting me, Bulgarian, okay, because we have a lot of history there. All those regions there, it's Ukraine right now. We have a history there, a lot of history. Used to be a Bulgarian empire there. Okay, we we have to respect our history. That's what I'm saying. Respect our past. Um, Katie says, thanks, Janie Ward Scott. I am O negative. O negative. O negative. That is the universal blood that everyone can receive. Okay. And that blood type, it's mostly concentrated in one territory. And that territory, it's the Basque region in Spain. Why there? Still a mystery to someone. All right. I digged so much. I even went myself there to see what does it feels like it to be around O negative and negative blood type. And let me tell you, I see the both sides of the road. Okay, especially the old town of Bilbao. If you guys want to go ahead and visit Bilbao, Spain, beautiful place, beautiful energy. Okay, so you will understand why this town survived a flooding and wars and was left to be preserved. There is something in there. And By the way, that town, it's full of this Caribbean blue teal color, which is I love so much. Why? That's the Aquarius color. Um, Emma McMillan, could listen to you all day. Yeah, maybe I should talk all day here, make some videos for you guys. Yeah, but someone has to do astrology readings for people, and I have to take some break. But yeah, um, I was wondering, my note is on Leo on my chart. Do you ever move or always is in Leo? When you are born, fast or old, when you are born, that's what your note is. You are born with that. That's what your destiny is. Take a look in there in Leo. Why did you choose you to be the? Oh, my throat is dry. Why did you choose to be a queen or king? Okay. Why you turned from a rebel who you probably were a rebel and you wants to become a king? What was your lesson in there? Maybe you are a rebel on the wrong side and you destroyed a kingdom, and now you have to learn how to be a king. But what kind of king? It's important too. You want to be a dictator, or you want to be a wise king that everybody is gonna be speaking of it in generations to pass. We can find this into your chart if you want. It's entirely up to you. But Leo, it is about also to overcome its own ego. So your north node, it's there, but your south node is an Aquarius. That tells me that maybe there was something you are dealing with right now from the past that has to do with inconsistency. And now you're seeking to be a more consistent within this hardship of being a Leo. You have to learn how to become the Leo. Okay, how to be this controlling personality, but controlling with what? Controlling with ego or controlling with compassion? Now we'll go there. Okay, so the Scorpio and the 10th house in a natal chart, is that the same now? What chart? Fast Tarot? Okay, you're talking about the chart that I have on my screen. That it's taken because of New York. And it shows up the ascendant as a Capricorn, but if you take it from anywhere in the world, it's going to be different. Okay, it's going to be a different. That's why if you look at this chart, it's different. Now, if it's your chart, Scorpio in the 10th house, oh God, you probably will be maybe dealing with some kind of secrets. You probably looking at into the people's secrets, or you're working for a secret service, or maybe you always have a desire to be working for any of the government agency that they're off the books, um, something that nobody knows nothing about, but also it's about the truth. So the 10th house, Scorpio, can be so many things. Okay, and um, diving into the deep for you can know things that other people don't, but you can also be afraid to say the things that people don't need to know, or do also things that people don't want to know. So yeah, secret agent. Yeah. Excel. I have a Pisces and North Node. Excel Pisces North Node. You always have to be complete something that creates with revaluation. Maybe your destiny will be involved with um, finishing cycles, something that it's ending. Why the things ending? Why the things are like this? Also, you will be dealing with confusion. Maybe also dealing with a um, secret sexuality, which is Pisces has, uh, and also maybe you have to choose, learn how to choose, because the Pisces is duality sign, and within the Pisces coexist the white and the black, and you have to learn this, not dwell within, but to have a firm, stable choice. It's very important who you are. I mean, if you need a astrology lookup, you can find me. Oh my God, I'm completing family cycles. Make sure they end with me. Here we go. You asked, I give it to you just on the basis of that. This is kind of like a general information, but if you need astrology readings, yeah, I dive deep. It all depends for it. Excel, you're welcome. You're welcome. Glad that you see you here. Glad you do things here. Faster, when you consult with people and look at their charts at work, and people get those charts. I make those charts. They are from astroteam.com. For you can go ahead and make himself, but you can make them pretty much in any other websites that does astro charts. Okay, it's not about the astro chart. It is about usually the astro charts. Uh, okay, a little bit astrology lesson here. Oh. Okay. Back in the days when I was studying astrology, you get one of this. It's blank astrology wheel that begins from 0 degrees and Aries, which is right in here. Okay. And you go in there and um, and okay, astrology. All the thing. Um, hmm. There is a tables that show you. Where did I have that? No, it's not here. It's not here. Definitely not here. Nope. Nope. All right, I gotta pull that up for you. I will show you some few things. Oh, there it is. Right on my face. All right. What do you see, guys? Okay. This is the tables. All right. They are called ephemerides. This is a tables that comes in and what planet, what zodiacal sign will be. This is what the astrologers use. Okay. So I will go right in here. You guys can see it. All right. and you look at it, the sun right in here. I will zoom in a little bit more. All right, so that tells you that's January, the day is first, it's Sunday. That's the sun. The sun, it's located at the 10 degree and 29 minutes and 47 seconds and Capricorn. It tells you the zodiac sign. So you take that empty sheet and you put there, you count it, the degrees. The degrees begins from 0 till 30. That's it. You go from 0 to 30. All right. And it tells you the moon, it's in 6 degree, 17 minutes, 36 seconds in Taurus. And you write it down and you do all this, okay? And it tells you the north node. Where is that? It's 11 degrees, 45 minutes. It's direct. There is that little D in there. Mercury, 23 degrees, Capricorn, 36 minutes. He's retrograde. It's got this little R in there. So we, in the base of this information, you create the chart. And after the chart, you sit down, you calculate your aspects, and you draw it by hand. And then you go to the customer and you bring this and you tell them, here we go, that's how it goes. But that's how it was in the back in the days. Nowadays, it's a little different. There is a different charts, okay? And those different charts, some of the scholastics, they are into a different schoolings. We have a German scholarships. We have a Russian scholarships. We have a Vedic scholarships. We have a French, which is I like the French because I study it from it because it takes a little bit more wider degrees of calculating the aspects. Okay, and there is a different an astrology that takes time you to learn books or downloads from the Akashic records to some of us. That's why I learned this astrology that I know, and that's what I was able to look the astrology and says all this. And now I have to write a book. Okay. All right, guys. If it's no more questions, guys, I want to leave you with good luck. Don't communicate with others and point their faults. Look at yourself. Okay, dive from within. That's what this next week will be. Okay. It is crucial, is important during this eclipse. Please pay attention within yourself. There is some blocking energy. It's like where God is. Well, you need to understand God's not going to be present because you take an exam. In order you to take an exam, you have to look for the exam. The teacher is silent during exam. And that's what will be. Be patient, be loving to yourself, heal your feminine, increase your masculine energy to see. Because the masculine usually don't see. He's like a horse with the blinders. But now with Neptune together, it's to finish the cycle, to get that clarity of what prevents you to be happy. Okay, because you want to be happy, you deserve to be happy, you deserve to be loved. Why do you have you self-sabotaging yourself? And that's what this eclipse is for. You to understand your self-sabotaging, your past, maybe, or what you do, what you know, what you have as a knowledge, whatever it is. All right, guys. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And I'll be on the Facebook if somebody needs me there. Okay. Be love, guys. Be love.